Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Midnight Mayhem. I am with my two co-hosts, as usual.
I'm Bobby, and I love horror.
I'm Leonella Movies.
And I'm Raymond, the other guy. So today, we're going to be talking about The Conjuring 4, The Last Rite. This is going to be the 10th film in the Conjuring franchise, which
Crazy.
I don't think you need to watch all of them, if I'm being real
That's
honest.
crazy.
If you don't mind, what are they all?
Off the top of my head.
Oh, just if you have
Okay,
it there.
okay.
There's
I don't have it right. The
the
Conjuring,
Nun 2, Annabelle 1,
Annabelle
2, and
Creation,
3.
Yeah.
The Conjuring. There's 4 Conjurings. So
And then The Curse of La
4
Llorona.
Conjurings.
yeah, and then the Curse of La Llorona
Oh,
just
wow.
kind of like it's not a Conjuring movie, but
It's a part of the
It's in the
universe.
same universe.
it's
yeah.
in the same universe.
They're
Yeah,
just gonna it ends with like Nick Fury being like,
Yeah.
I heard you got paranormal activity.
yeah. It's
Yeah, I remember.
Hey, we got it. That's pretty quick. I think I saw the list earlier today, so it wasn't like oh shoot, what were they?
Yeah,
I was
know.
talking about it earlier, but I didn't count how many there were.
Yeah.
That's why when you said 10, I was like, what?
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot. But this one follows the Warrens, same as the first 3 movies. If you want to follow along with those movies,
Does it make it any more enjoyable?
it's supposed to.
Well, this one I feel like it is because it's like a closure
The
to
climax.
like
the
their
end.
story. So
But a quick movie summary. So in 1986, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine Warren traveled to Pennsylvania to vanquish a demon from a family's home. So if that sounds familiar, that's the plot of every other Conjuring movie that's come
Yeah.
out. I didn't see the third one.
I did,
Because
and
you were
it's,
like, it's not good. And I was like, I'll trust your judgment. And then I started doing a podcast with you, and I was like, I
yeah.
don't trust his judgment that much.
No, I saw it a while back. I mean, it's a court movie. You know, it's like
Yeah.
pretty much like it's about like this kid who kills a couple of people while he's possessed, and so the Warrens are trying to prove that hey,
Maybe he was.
it
possessed.
wasn't his
He
fault.
killed a
you know?
person. He killed one guy who was being a dick to him.
Yeah.
But the reason why I kind of fell off from the Conjuring Universe is because of Amanda the Jedi video, where she was just like, "Hey, these were the real events that happened, and then this is how
of
it's been."
course.
how they
dude.
portrayed it in.
But no,
the
but it
movies.
was like, yeah, it was this dude like
After the Conjuring 2,
And
after the what's it called the tall man or what
The
was
Crooked
it?
Man?
Yeah, after the Crooked Man scene, I was like, yeah,
the Crooked Man scene was cool.
Yeah, but after that scene, I'm like, yeah, they 100%
Well,
Hollywood
here-
these movies
here's
are
the
crazy.
Oh
Here's
yeah,
the
it's a
dis-
movie.
The distasteful part that I remember and why I stopped kind of like caring was that in the third movie, the person they killed in the movie, he's being like a really like a jerk,
Yeah.
like an abusive person,
Yeah.
and then after come to reality, like it was just like he wasn't being that way.
Eat your vegetables. I hate this guy.
Yeah, it was nowhere near as extreme as it
reminds
was.
me.
Oh
you
yeah, the
remember
movie got a lot of hate
or
because of that. They like portrayed that character in real life really poorly.
and it's in poor taste because he died.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, do you remember a show? It's called 1,000 Ways to Die.
Mhm.
It's like they would always make the person who was dying like, oh, we're gonna make him the worst person ever,
Like
so
an
that way you
alien,
don't feel
yeah.
bad that he died. But in reality, like he was just
This person actually
a person.
died, Yeah.
He
There's
was
all-
a regular person who died.
There's also another movie with Dwayne the Rock Johnson and
Jumanji.
no, it's where
Rampage.
Is it not Matt Damon? Goodness gracious, Mark Wahlberg. He's he's
Pain and Gain.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the monk,
portray-
the actor
yeah.
who played Monk in that movie,
Yeah.
they made him like such a jerk in the movie, and then the actual person in real life sued because they're
Yeah.
like, you just made me look like a monster.
And didn't he win?
Huh?
Didn't he win?
I
the
don't know.
lawsuit?
I don't remember. I
think
just
he
remember,
won a
lawsuit.
I just remember
Yeah.
the lawsuit. But that guy, yeah, just for reference, they cut off his hand in that movie. So like, it's just insult to injury.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
So it's Anyway,
Yeah.
The Smurl
Tangent.
haunting refers to claims made by Jack and Janet Smurl of Pennsylvania, who alleged that a demon inhabited their home between 1974 and 1989. The Smurls claims gained wide press attention, where they were investigated by demonologists encouraged by their family's supernatural beliefs, the clergy, the psychologists, and the scientific skeptics who offered more like, hey, this is probably what's actually happening. The Smurfs version of their story was subject to a 1986 paperback titled The Haunted,
Mhm.
and it was made into a made-for-TV film in 1991. Was released by 20th Century Fox. So this movie is following that same haunting.
Oh.
This movie was directed by Michael Chaves, who did the last movie, The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, and The Curse of La Llorona, and The Nun 2.
So all of the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I was like, this movie was
The
all
Nun
right.
2 is better than the Nun 1, but Curse of La
But by
Llorona,
barely.
yeah, by barely.
Is this The Curse of La Llorona? Is that the one with Velma?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like the main reason I
Mhm.
liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one, and then the third Conjuring, it's like, it's not. They should have brought back James Wan just for one last movie,
Yeah.
you know?
I was going to say, like, yeah, this movie's not great, but it's better than the last, right?
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Anyway, it stars Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson, who are reprising their roles as Ed and Lorraine Warren. Stars Mia Tomlinson and Ben Hardy, which he's the only one who I was able to find like a career for. Because the girl who played Judy, she wasn't really in anything. She's done a couple of TV spots.
Oh, really?
So this is like her first major like film role.
That's
Good
good.
for
She
her.
was
And
good. She was
Ben
good.
Hardy, who played Tony,
Mhm.
was in X-Men Apocalypse.
That's
Yes.
who?
And I was like, he looks like he would play Angel.
Oh,
He played Angel. He played Archangel, and he was also in Bohemian Rhapsody.
he seems like he would play. What's his name again? The drummer. No.
Freddie Mercury. Yeah. But yeah, so you just saw the movie today.
Mhm.
I saw it last night. You
I
saw
I
it
saw it on Thursday.
on the premiere.
Yeah.
What did you guys think?
Walking out, first reactions, I was really mixed. I told my wife, I was like, "Did you like it?" She's like, "I loved it. I'll give it a 9 out of 10." I was like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa,
Oh,
whoa."
that's fun.
Whoa.
That's nice.
Relax.
I'm glad.
All right, hold
I'm
on.
glad
We're gonna have
I'm
another
glad
And I'm
you
like,
enjoyed it.
yeah, and then she's like, "Well, what didn't you like?" And I was like, "Well, I mean, there wasn't really much that I didn't like." She's like, "So, you know?" And I was like, "It's just little nitpicks." And I was like, "Yeah, so why didn't you like the movie?" And I was like, "I don't know." Like, it's like now I see it more. And okay, so I liked it overall. I liked
like,
it.
get a
Yeah.
load of his life stories. Like,
Yeah.
yes or no? Did you like the movie?
Yeah, I
It's
know.
not like me where I'm giving 2
Yeah, I
ratings.
know. Yeah, It's like, on a Wednesday I give it a 5. No, no, but I liked it. I liked it.
I liked it too.
It was fine.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
It was fine.
No, it was what I expected. Like,
honestly,
after watching all 1, 2,
Yeah, I was
3,
like,
1
if you
through
watch,
4,
if you
I was
watch
like,
The
cool.
Conjuring 1, 2, 3, it's a Conjuring movie. If you like Conjuring movies, you're gonna like this movie.
Yeah, I would
But
say
hands down, I feel like the first one is still my favorite one out of
literally what I was gonna say.
all of them.
Hands,
All of them.
word for word.
I was like,
hands down,
I
the
don't
first
think-
one is
I don't think
phenomenal.
they've
Yeah,
done-
it's phenomenal.
I don't think they've done anything as iconic since the first movie as Hide and Clap.
Not only that, but the hide and clap was shown in the trailers, but it's still a famous and iconic like
Yeah.
scare scene, right? But the one that gets me the most is the witch on top of the wardrobe. Like that, when I saw that in theaters, you know when your little hair stands up? I was like, oh my God. When you see the, like, Bathsheba, when you see her on top, and the camera zooms in on her face, and you're like, oh my God. And then she jumps on them. I wanted to just die, dude. I was like, no way, dude.
I'll be honest. For me, it was just the specifically for the first Conjuring movie was the just the mother's love. Like
Oh,
that was like the story beats. It was just like that's what made it memorable to me because I remember everyone was glazing the movie when it came out, and that made me not want to watch it.
Yeah.
You know how it
Be
be.
contrarian.
Yeah. I was like, I'll see it when I see it, and then I saw it at home, and I was like, it was a good movie.
They were right.
No,
They were
it was
right.
like it is a good movie, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm surprised it went so heavy on like the themes of a mother's love for her children. So I was like, that's really
yeah.
pretty. I like that. Cool.
Yeah.
But
It's not just scares, it's substance.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if you had to give it a rating,
There we go.
I've been thinking about this since I watched it. I'm just
since I watched it 2 hours ago.
I said I
No, yeah,
give it a
yes.
solid
7 is what I did.
7.5. Yeah, 7.5.
I wanted to be mean, but it's like, it's not a bad movie at all.
It's
No,
not
no,
a
no.
bad
Because
movie.
first I was going to be like 6.5. Because the thing is, everything that happened, like there was a scene with where you see the witch and the entire theater jumps.
Oh, the old lady?
Except for me, and I was like, because I saw it coming, and everything was like, I was like, oh, there's gonna be a jump scare here.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a jump scare here. This is gonna be a fake out. The next one's gonna be a jump scare. And I was like just because I knew what was happening, it
Right.
didn't make it a bad movie. So I was originally gonna give it like a 6.5, but I was like, yeah, I think it's close to a 7.
Okay.
Like it's very like middle of the road horror.
There were
just like every other.
There were
Conjuring
two
movie.
scenes in this movie that really got me. That I was like, oh shit, that was scary, and it was scary. And it's probably the scene that you're talking about. It's when the dad was going to sleep, and then he's like, what the hell? And he like looks into the hallway. There's nothing, and then he sees at the bottom, and like the old lady, she's like this. That got me.
Yeah,
and then like
I thought that shit was funny.
that got me. The part that I was like kind of whatever was the little teddy bear or the little doll, and then you see the little lady. I was like, whatever,
I'll be honest, nothing got me.
Yeah,
at any point in the movie. Yeah,
There was another one
the
too.
one part where I was like, oh, this is kind of feels tense. Is the phone line scene.
Yeah, but they set it up, so I was like, it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, in the opening like scene, they do the whole girls, and I was like, oh, okay, this is gonna happen.
Yeah.
I
like the little doll where like she starts floating, and I was like, oh my god,
for me,
steps.
And that whole ending scene where like the farmer was chasing her throughout the basement. I was like, that's pretty terrifying. I was like, that's pretty gnarly,
I don't know. It's one of those things where it's like, oh, based off true story. It's like, well, I know they were still alive.
Exactly.
So
well, I know.
The tension's kind of gone.
My three things, and the reason why, like, again, I kind of already fell off from the Conjuring Universe, is because I know that Lorraine Warren, who is still alive, yes?
She was alive during the first Conjuring when that premiered in 2011.
13.
No, I'm pretty sure she's 92 years old or something right now.
No, she died at 92. Didn't you see the movie?
No, I don't remember.
It showed her dying.
It literally showed at the end of the movie she passed away at 92.
No, the thing is, I know that she's had a hand in all the movies.
She died in 2019.
Okay. So, like, the portrayal of her on screen is very much, like, influenced by her directly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like...
which is kind of cool that they, like, were like, hey, like, we want your input. But then it's also, like, they don't do that for other people.
It's also kind of funny, though, because it's, like, they're almost like superheroes.
Yeah.
They're like Ghostbusters.
Yeah, in a
So, like,
way.
all the shots... This is just for me. Like, this is why I rated the movie what I did. It's, like, anytime it's, like, family togetherness or like I love my daughter unconditionally through fucking time and space, it's like, oh, that's just her doing that. Like, and it's weird.
It's like
for
nothing ever felt like the danger was real.
So like you said,
no. The only part that I thought the danger was real was when Ed was having his episodes
heart attack.
with the heart attacks. I'm like, that's...
I thought they.
I completely disagree.
No, because we know. Well, I knew he died from a heart attack.
Me too. Yeah, I knew that
so
too.
I was like,
so
they're actually gonna put this in the movie.
Exactly.
But then in my head, I'm like, oh, would Lorraine Warren real life actually put her husband's death? I don't think she would do that. So
no. Yeah, like those are the parts where like when he was
did.
suffering through those episodes, I'm like, oh fuck, like this is I feel that danger,
Didn't seem like a real problem. And
what are you talking about? That's a very real problem. It's a problem that exists in real life.
Well, obviously, we didn't cure heart disease in 1984.
No. What else was it? Jump scares were pretty projected. There was a couple other reasons I forgot them now.
The mirror, are very like choreographed.
The mirror scene with the daughter when she's trying on her dress, like I saw that in the trailer. When she taps the mirror, I was like, oh, here's this one. I did enjoy that they added that whole little like old lady in the corner. I was like, oh shit, that got me because I wasn't expecting it. But then they kept going with it because at first I was like, oh, they're gonna go the old route with the old because in the Conjuring they had a fake out too, where like it was the clapping one, right? Mm-hmm. Where she lights up the what's it called, the match, and then right away you see the hand, right? In the movie, she lights up the match, and then it's just a long just stare in the hall, and then it goes back to her, and so it's like you don't know when it's gonna happen, but you know it's gonna happen, So I enjoyed that.
Okay, I remember what it is. Two of them, two things that bugged me about the movie.
That bugged you?
That bugged me about the movie. They kept shoehorning Annabelle in.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Like, remember this movie that everyone likes?
We'll get to it a little bit later, but it was like
there's several parts.
There's three ghosts, and I was like, okay, so like the hillbilly, the witch, and I guess Annabelle for some reason.
Yeah, I thought the same thing too. At first, I was like, wait, so the person behind this is Annabelle? I was like,
the one thing I liked, that I think would have been just the perfect like mention for Annabelle, is when the little girl goes like, "Oh, this is my doll." Do you like dolls?
That was hilarious.
Not really.
That
Yeah,
was,
it's like,
actually
nah,
made me
I
laugh.
think that would have been a decent enough like callback.
Yeah.
But did these movies always do this? They always are like,
It's
hey,
like,
remember this other movie?
Do you like dolls? He's like, not really.
Also-
When I was a kid, I had something called Annabelle the Awakening. It's like,
Also, the ending the ending scene would have been enough of a cameo to be like a head nod to like, hey, this is what we've established over the generations. Like, I thought that was sick. I wish they would just kept it so subtle.
But yeah.
The last thing that I was gonna mention, I forgot already. Dang it! When I remember, I'll
if
say it
it
again.
pops up. But anyway, just to compare our ratings to the general public, for IMDb, it currently is sitting at a 6.5 out of 10, which is
Makes sense.
It's not
pretty
bad.
close to.
Oh, 6.5 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah,
6.5
exactly.
out
What
of
is
10?
original?
Yeah.
And as Rotten Tomato, as of recording, is going to be at 57%.
Oof. Well, right in the middle, I guess. Is that,
We're
is that,
above
Ro-
average.
is that
That's-
Ryan or is that
That's
fresh?
Rotten. Rotten is 57.
57. Damn, right there then.
The box office and budget for this film, the budget was $55 million, and just as of recording, it has made $199.7 million.
Hasn't even out a week yet.
The biggest opening weekend of the franchise.
Cool.
The
Nice.
Conjuring Last Rites had the biggest opening weekend of a horror film ever, earning $194 million globally. It surpassed It, which opened with $190 million in 2017.
Wow, and I thought that's crazy.
And as of right now,
I mean, it's the finale
it's the
of
biggest
the franchise.
it's already the fourth biggest horror movie of the year after the one weekend. So Sinners,
Yes.
Final Destination Bloodlines, Weapons, and right now Conjuring, which had just come out.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some heavy hitters.
It's been a good year
It's
for
been
horror.
a good year for horror, man. And that's not including the what's it called?
Together?
No, yeah, those ones that kind of like came out under the radar either. You know, like
Yeah.
there were big ones, but then there was a bunch of other ones that kind of came out under the radar that didn't get much attention.
Yeah,
That should have.
But if you guys want to watch the movie for yourselves, it's currently playing in theaters as of recording. Whenever this
Specifically
episode comes
AMC.
So
thank
probably
you,
it'll be
AMC.
the last weekend to catch it.
it'll probably be on. Is Max called Max still, or is it HBO?
HBO Max.
HBO Max now.
It's
It changes
okay,
every
yeah.
other week.
All right, that it'll probably most likely be on that.
Yeah.
Most
By the time
likely.
you watch this, I remember the thing I was gonna say.
What?
The freaking power scaling on the demon
Oh yeah.
made no sense. And my buddy who went to go see it with me was like, Itachi's Genjutsu? Itachi's Genjutsu?
So
It's
stupid.
like, because there's a scene where they crack an egg and they drop it in his hand. He's like, Itachi?
I saw Crow.
It was like, that was funny. We'll talk about it right now in a little bit, but specifically with the priest and that whole everything that went on with him, just told me to forget to bring it up because I was like, what?
Okay.
Like, what?
And then how are we doing on time right now?
17. About to be 18.
Not bad.
I'll take a quick break and then we'll get back to it. 'Cause I
Sure.
forgot to set my timer.
Alrighty.
worries.
We'll be right back.
I heard that from my coworkers who had saw this movie. They were like, "Oh yeah, one of my favorite ones of all times is The Conjuring 2." And I was like,
Ooh,
"The
that's,
Conjuring 2 was good, but I don't think it was
I don't
better
think it
than
was bad
one."
for
I
yeah.
don't think it was better than one. I think the movies progressively got worse as the
Yeah.
franchise went on.
I don't. 2 was
2 is when they go to England, the
Across
Enfield
the
goes,
pond.
or the Enfield Portuguese.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
got,
it's
they
the
got
one-
the Crooked
yeah.
Man, and
The Nun.
they brought a mirror back.
if I'm not mistaken, you guys would know more than me. Didn't the Crooked Man movie got confirmed?
It got confirmed and it got
announced and
canceled.
canceled.
Oh, it did get canceled.
Yeah.
That sucks.
No, it doesn't.
So
I'm
did
glad
the
they
Crooked
did.
Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, people loved it.
I don't like
No, it's just that one scene.
if they
you
had
know?
to pick between the two. It's like I'm
The
glad
two
they
what?
went with the Nun because they were
Yeah.
introduced two spirits in it. It was the Nun and then it was the Crooked Man.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm glad they went with the Nun.
And
even though
Annabelle
those
got 3
weren't very good.
movies. The Nun got.
I was
Actually,
talking about it after
the third
after
Nun
the
movie's
movie.
coming out, right?
Which one?
The third Nun movie? I think that's coming out soon too.
I thought it already came out. But I guess not.
One thing I was looking for throughout the whole movie is when they were like, "Oh, look, we're gonna get ready for the wedding or whatever." And I was looking at their house. I was like, I want just to still say Valk somewhere. Like they
Oh,
never,
Valak,
they never
yeah.
rearranged their furniture.
That's right. Yeah, because in most
forgot
Conjuring
about that.
movies, most Conjuring
Yeah.
movies, like there's a little Easter egg for the
Yeah.
nun. This is Valak.
Valak, yeah. But what was I gonna say? Anyway, so we're gonna get into more spoilers. If you haven't seen the movie and you want to watch it on your own and then come back to the video, feel free to do so now. Or if you don't really care, I'm gonna try and just go through the entire story in about 2 paragraphs.
Let's do it.
Okay. In 1964, paranormal investigators Ed and Lorraine
Hold on,
Warren
1964. Oh yeah, you're right. My bad. I'm
confront a
sorry.
demonic entity tied to an antique mirror. An encounter that nearly costs the life of their unborn daughter, Judy. 22 years later, the Warrens, now semi-retired due to Ed's failing health, are unaware that the same mirror has been gifted to the Smurl family, who are being terrorized by a violent haunting. After the family goes public, a priest attempting to help them is driven to suicide by the demon. An event witnessed by now grown Judy has inherited her mom's psychic abilities. Realizing the connection to her parents' past, Judy secretly travels to the Smurl's home and is attacked, forcing a reluctant Ed and Lorraine to return to action. They discover the mirror is the source of the demonic of that demon that is specifically haunting Judy. After the demon possesses her and nearly kills both Judy and Ed, Lorraine guides her daughter to embrace her powers. Together, the Warrens destroy the mirror, freeing both families from the curse and allowing Judy to finally live in peace.
Nice.
During that whole ending, I was like, this is just Frozen.
Yeah.
I was like, conceal, don't feel.
This is just the second Broly movie. The ending.
The second one. Yeah, I like how they all go up to Broly and like, you're not real.
You're not real. You're not real. No, the ending to me, like, it was kind of,
I didn't get it. I didn't understand it.
Well, no, my thing was that
we bring the book. We're gonna get rid of this demon, and then they were just like the power of friendship.
the way I understood it was
yeah, because they didn't even exercise the
No, they
mirror,
didn't.
right?
No.
Yeah.
the way there's an end credit scene. I'm not sure if you guys.
There's
There is
two.
an end credit scene.
Oh yeah, well, no, there's one. Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, but
Wasn't worth it. If you guys are wondering,
It's,
if you didn't watch it,
it was cool if you're a fan of this franchise and you want to see the comparisons between the real life and this. Like,
Yeah.
it's cool to see it, but other than that, like, you know,
Oh,
you can
no,
just
but
look it up.
back
It's a
to
slideshow.
the ending.
of 2 frames.
Ed and they're trying to get the mirror out of the house. Talks about how the fear. He talks about it when they're like, I think, all grouped up. Where he's like,
so
the fear you
he's
feel.
making wallet. He's making pancakes. And Tony's like, hey, like, is this part of the ritual? And he's like, look, like, the one thing that's always the same with every case is the fear. He's like, demons will make you afraid. They're going to try and isolate you, and they're going to prey on that fear.
Yeah.
He's like, so what I try and do is I try and just make them feel like they're not alone.
And I love that.
That
I
could be
lo-
through, like,
yeah.
breakfast. That could be through, like...
So the way I
Yeah.
interpreted the ending after that line of dialogue was Lorraine looking at her daughter, curled up and saying her chant,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then being like, I made you afraid of your own abilities. And it was like, you have to learn. I need you in this fight, basically. I need you to be here with me. And
Yeah.
so that's how I understood it.
So they're no
It-
longer afraid, so now the demons...
Well, no, she's. It was like embrace who you are. That's how I interpreted the ending. But then the force push was hilarious, and
It felt like,
the whole mirror thing was hilarious to me. I was like,
To me, it was
okay,
hilarious that Tony was underneath the whole time, and he's getting dragged lower and
Oh
lower.
no, my
He's getting dragged, foot's
Yeah.
getting destroyed,
And
getting
I'm
choked
like,
out by...
Did
yeah.
you notice
and
the
I'm
next
like-
scene though? He's just walking out like normal.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, and my buddy was like, bro, he should be like amputated.
I saw
Like-
one of the spoilers like for the Conjuring movies, like on TikTok. It's like the last scene, like just everybody just pushing against it, like like
Yeah.
that. And then somebody rolled down to the comments, and it's like, meanwhile Tony underneath, and you see like the picture of William Dafoe like looking up, like
But I'll be honest, the one thing that I was actually relatable to me in this movie was when they're walking, and it was, I guess it was the most tense scene for me.
which one?
Was when they're on the planks of wood walking with the
my
mirror,
God, yeah.
and they're like, so if we miss a step and we're gonna step on drywall, they're like, yep, and you're gonna fall through the ceiling. And I was like, oh yeah, I've been there.
I was thinking, because he was like, oh, one of the parts that's familiar to me is like, well, like when you fall off the roof, you fall through the roof.
You fall through the ceiling. Yeah, I was like, oh, that is very relatable. Like, have you guys fallen off through the ceiling?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
You're like,
Okay.
this insulation tastes delicious. It's just like cotton candy.
Just like
I
through,
wonder
leg
if I
through the
step
ceiling.
on it.
Yeah, good times.
How are you still alive? You've been through more than the Warrens.
Now, going back to that pancake scene or that waffle scene, right? There was a scene in another, in I think it was the second one. It could have been the first one, where he's actually it's like gets the family together and he starts playing guitar for them, right?
That's the first one.
That's the first one,
Second one, no?
Okay, second one.
or second one, yeah. I
One
think
of
it was
the
the
movies.
yeah.
One of the
And
movies
it's
he
kind of
plays
cool.
guitar.
It's kind of cool how like they bring that vibe again. Like he's like, even though this
think
thing
he did
is
in every movie.
demonic,
In every movie,
yeah,
yeah.
okay. even though this thing's like demonic, you know, like he literally just does these simple things that kind of just make the family forget that, you know.
Be good people.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, the world sucks enough. There's demons in mirrors. Like, just be nice to one another.
Yeah.
At least we could do.
Yeah. But I thought the movie started off very slow, like and for me, I felt like the Smurls were like nothing characters.
A little bit.
You don't really
yeah,
get to
I feel
know
like,
them all that well, and they're just kind of brushed aside for the last, like the climax of the movie.
Yeah, they were there to be the catalyst of
That's all they
everything.
were, yeah.
I enjoyed the scene where the father walks in and it's like, oh, this is his life. And I thought they were going to keep using that and to see like how horrible it becomes.
How everything got worse.
But they did like two more times and I was like, okay, cool. Like the dog, no one believes this little girl, and the next time they're like,
saying like
everything
we're
sucks.
watching the movie, like if anyone should believe the little girl, it should be the mom, because she literally had the phone pulled into the
Right,
closet.
exactly.
They do a
Yeah.
pan and shot right after she's like, no one believed me, and it focuses on the mom for like a quarter of a second. So I was like, oh, maybe she kind of knows. Like,
yeah, I love
but it
how like
wasn't that
when
much.
she's like running from like the farmer like in the living room, her dad was, sounds messed up, but getting assaulted upstairs, you know.
Yeah.
And like the wife wakes up, he looks at her, she's floating, you know. She goes downstairs and the little girl, she's like what, basically an adult already. She's like getting thrown around, so it's like what's there not to
Well, the thing
believe?
is, he
So,
swung at her with an axe. So I was like, is she dead?
Things,
And they're like, no, she's fine. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
no.
one of the things with the original story is that they were saying that the ghost was assaulting both the husband and the wife,
Okay.
and they were like, oh, like yeah, they represent it in this movie in like a tasteful way, and it was like,
It's not a tasteful way.
I
like, it's
kind of
still-
get what they were trying to show.
which I'm glad, because you know that's kind of for me.
Yeah, like how do you like? There's no tasteful way to portray that,
No.
but they.
So the parents, they were.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't even acknowledge
So
see that. In
he
any way.
was. It's very subtle. So he starts floating, and you see in the mirror, you see the ghost on top of him.
like on top of him, just getting close,
I
something like
in
that.
my head was like, oh, that's what's happening. But I was just
Yeah.
like, no, I didn't.
That's what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, like it's actually then that's like the least that they can do in the movie, because it was a lot apparently. Well, I'm not gonna say apparently, that sounds messed up, but no, it was a
Okay,
lot
I
worse.
got
And,
it,
yeah,
yeah.
it was a lot
Point
worse
made.
than what happened.
But do you guys know who the third ghost was supposed to be? Because I
Yeah,
The
it was.
mirror.
No,
Well, 'cause
there's three ghosts. It was the husband that killed the wife,
The
so
farmer.
the axe guy.
and then he also killed her grandma, or her mom. That
Okay,
was
'cause
the three
I think it
ghosts.
was the wife who like barely showed up.
No, the wife was the one that was at the head
Hold
for
on,
the bed and
hold
stuff.
on.
Was it?
No,
Okay.
that's not it.
Because
you see the old lady when Tony's about to run her over.
yeah. Well,
No.
I mean, they're ghosts. They can do a lot of things.
Was the
but-
old lady behind the doll as well?
Yeah.
It's silly because they look. I remember
They look
thinking the
almost
same. Yeah.
Because I just remember the ghost in the basement, and she looks at her and she goes, "Shh," and then she gets axed in the head.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, she looked slightly different.
And I'm
So I
not
was
gonna lie,
like,
that
I'm
was
guessing
that was a
that's
cool
the
effect. The axe to head was actually surprising. I was like, oh, nice. At least
Yeah.
some rated R-ness in this. Thank you. I
ghost. Is this
enjoyed the
movie
ghost.
rated R?
I mean, for that axe
Didn't
scene, yeah.
feel like it.
Are you double checking? Because
I'm double checking.
You saw that axe.
No,
head.
no. And they slip like a couple F words in it too. So it's like
Yeah, but I
in
mean,
the
it's
radar,
so
and
common. I don't even think that.
I know, but it's like
justifies
in a
a R
PG-13
rating.
movie, you are allowed to say it only once in a non-sexual way.
What if it's sexual?
It's radar.
Okay.
Yeah.
That alone.
Was it rated R
Yeah.
though?
I'm
I'm pretty sure it was rated
looking.
R, because I thought so too. I was like, is this movie rated R?
No, when I saw the headshot, I was like, oh, that axe to the head. I was like, okay, cool. That's rated R.
Oh, it is rated R. I remember because
They carded you
yeah,
out the door.
I didn't get carded. It's funny because my friend, he bought the tickets, and then but he bought like mine and my wife's. So he bought a ticket and he showed him the ticket or whatever, and I just go, he's our parental guardian for the day, and then I just walk in.
Oh, it is rated R. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
What do you mean?
Is this-
You just agreed with me that it was.
Wait, what
He's like,
the
but I didn't
hell?
mean it. I don't trust you.
Are all the Conjuring movies rated R?
No, because Conjuring, the first Conjuring was PG-13.
The third one is... No, they're all rated R. They're all rated R. The
They're
third
all-
one?
the first movie.
The first, the second, the third, and the fourth.
What happened in the first movie that warranted a rated R?
It was
Maybe
scary,
just the
man.
hanging?
What?
Yeah, it says, look at this. The Conjuring 2013 is rated R by the MPAA for sequences of disturbing violence and terror. That's it. That's crazy.
It was just
Okay.
scary. That's all it was.
It was, yeah, I mean, it was scary.
It was scary. I like the first Conjuring.
Yeah.
But
But anyways, yeah, we're getting off topic, man. Go ahead.
are we?
I know.
What were we talking
Getting
about?
off topic, man. Go back to the main subject, man.
But yeah, so it just felt very slow to start. I liked the Ed and Lorraine storyline a little bit more, just because I know who these people are. I like the little jokes that they made where they're
There's
like
some good-looking people.
where they're eating dinner, and you see that hand come out
Oh, that was
or whatever,
cool. Yeah.
and they go, "Oh, she'll have lasagna," and just Ed's like,
I wish I could have
lasagna.
lasagna.
That was funny. Also,
oh, the demon is like right there.
Yeah, it's just
my
what,
buddy
what's
I
funny
watched it
too
with.
is the whole time I'm like, I forget Ed's just like some regular dude. Like, he's got super powered
I've been
like
staring at it the whole
family, and it's just like he's just some guy.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. But they mentioned earlier on in the movie that he had a heart attack. I'm assuming that was that shown in the last movie?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's
And
like
it seemed like this big issue. They're like, yeah, we can't investigate anymore because your heart's weak. Like, what happened? Like, you might have a heart attack, you might die or whatever, right?
He basically almost died like 3 times during the last scene.
The ping pong, especially. You know?
yeah.
I felt like he was more in danger having the heart attack while playing ping pong than he was fighting the demon.
Right? Yeah.
Because the demon's like, oh, like, what's up, dad, or whatever, and like pushes him and he starts having a heart attack. And then he struggles to get a pill. And then he has a pill, and then suddenly he's back in fighting shape.
Yeah.
So here's my theory. Those weren't regular pills. Do you
They're
know what a
holy
sensu
pills.
bean is?
I thought the lady,
Sensu beans don't cure heart disease, though, so that's just a
I thought
joke.
the mom was gonna walk over and just like give him the because she was right there, like he's all dying.
I think he got it just before she got back up.
Now,
she was holding her daughters,
Mhm.
and then he had already gotten it. But I'm like, go give him his medicine.
Yeah.
Like,
did anybody get vibes for Evil Dead when Judy gets possessed?
Yeah,
a little bit,
Yeah.
2013.
but yeah, I thought about it.
I thought about it. I thought about it.
I also
too.
thought about it during the panning shot from when Tony crashed the car all the way around to the other side of the
Yeah,
house.
yeah. I was like, me too. I was
literally
like,
gonna
that was
say
a little
in
over
the
the
episode,
top.
That
Yeah,
was so unnecessary, though.
I
Yeah.
know that was because it goes like this. It goes like wrong. It goes like up and it goes upside down.
No, what was
and it goes like this,
unnecessary
and then it
was
goes in.
Tony fucking peeling out of his parking
Oh.
spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I was
Burning
like,
That
out?
part's unnecessary.
I was like, what?
Yeah, dude.
He's like, hey,
no, the scene
move
right.
the car around. Literally, just make a U-turn. He's like,
And
I'm
you
gonna peel
just-
out.
yeah,
I'm gonna do a
dude.
donut, and I'm gonna come back, and hopefully
At
nothing
full
happens.
speed,
but
at
the
full
scene-
fucking
The
speed.
scene right before this, before they're moving the mirror downstairs, they're at the car and they're like, why wouldn't you pull the car up then?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
why do I have to leave and go get the car
He
when we're
pulls
in the
out
process
like
of
drag
moving it
race and
down?
goes around.
Like, what?
like
like,
goes full speed racer.
pull the car up.
Is that
wait
the scene
in the car.
where like the old lady appears in the street?
Mhm.
Yeah, and then of course, like I was like, why is he pulling out so fast? And of course, I was like, when she appears, I was like, of course, so he can crash into the fucking house.
That's hilarious. That whole scene, that was just like the most unnecessary segment.
Yeah.
Before I forget though, that scene where the hand on the shoulder with Judy, my buddy didn't even see that. He was like, "What happened?" I was like,
Another thing.
I
too,
was like, there was a hand on her shoulder.
another thing too that was kind of subtle. I think I like the subtle scares a little bit more than like the
Yeah,
jumpy
they were
ones.
enjoyable.
No, yeah, of course,
So the
of course.
hand one, obviously, because I think my friend he didn't see it.
He
But
didn't
the
see
other
it
one,
either?
The other one was well, because I think he was checking something.
But that's hilarious.
But,
Because we both had somebody who didn't see it.
But the
I didn't notice it
silhouette-
until like it
the
moved. I was
silhouette
like,
in the
oh.
basement.
Yes.
Yeah,
that one was
the-
good. That one was so good.
Yeah.
Where he's just staying there. It's just a farmer. He's just staying there.
Yeah.
I love
I
that
saw
too.
it.
Because my wife was like, oh, she's like, sell the house. I was like, oh, you don't gotta sell the house. Like, it's just the doll that's possessed right now, and the mirror, and the poster in the basement. It's like, yeah, like just have a yard sale. Like, you'll be fine.
No, that basement part. Well, I loved. I really loved that one.
I
too.
saw the
Just
guy.
that scene, or are you talking about the basement chase scene?
Nah, both those scenes. The basement chasing, like, I mean, at that point, I was like, it was good. It was suspenseful. But that scene in the beginning where like the mom is doing laundry, and she sees the poster,
Yeah.
right? And I was like, oh shit, I don't like this, man.
Real quick before we don't let you get to it, you wanted to say something about the father?
Damn.
Oh, the priest.
Yeah.
The priest.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
What was that? like the demon created like a whole illusion.
Oh yeah.
He's a priest. He's
Yeah.
he's a man
Yeah.
of the cloth. He's you don't get much higher than a priest other than like a cardinal and like a
Yeah.
bishop. Stuff that is higher, right?
Yeah.
well,
And Ed and
I
Lorraine
mean,
Warren
Or just some regular people.
just going toe to toe with a dude who can
Well, I mean, the
Like-
priest. You already saw what he created with Annabelle. That's one of my complaints too. Like you saw what Judy saw with Annabelle, so if he can create just these illusions, then I guess.
So he was
Did he ever make it to the church? Is the question.
Yeah, because he hung himself
No,
there.
he hung himself there.
But it's like, okay, so this demon is strong enough to like enter holy ground,
That's true.
to get a create an illusion where he's having a conversation with someone he's never met with, basically turn the cross upside down, like all this stuff is like elaborate thing, and I'm like, what is going on? I was like, if anyone could say, he literally has holy water, so, and he's a man who's blessed,
Right.
like. In the first,
If anybody who has more power than this in the Lawrence is him, it's a priest. It's a priest who's been in this business for like 50 plus years.
But like when everything happened,
Ed just has a Bible that was probably blessed by him.
Exactly.
So I'm like the Bible did much better. But.
So just a quick moment to weapons. Okay, remember when we're like, oh, she's displaying her power right now over, like, we're making her a threat.
Right.
That is what's happening with the priest. I'm like, holy cow, this thing is strong. If it could do all this,
how are they gonna beat this one?
In my head, I'm like, oh, he never left the basement. Like there's no way
he hung himself in the basement.
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, he's in the basement, and this is all an illusion. That's insane. And then when they come to find out, like, oh no, he walked up a flight of stairs. Like
he walked up a flight of stairs. He
drove
about
like
30 minutes out.
Yeah.
And then to think, just to reference another movie within the Conjuring universe. In Annabelle, like one of the worst movies I can reference, the priest that takes Annabelle and tries to take him into a church basically has lightning strike across and impale him before he can enter the church to avoid this scenario.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm like, what just happened? I was like, did he not enter the building?
The holy place?
Because if he did never leave the basement, then they would be like, oh, he died in someone's basement. Then they would immediately know what happened in Pennsylvania. But then they're like, we don't know why he went to Pennsylvania. And I was like, what just took place? Like, what is happening?
Yeah, that's interesting.
See that
one thing too is like
I was cracking up.
The little like floor wax or whatever.
Yeah.
He
hung himself with that.
Yeah, and I was like, there's no way that would have supported his weight.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, like
he was kind of scrawny. Whatever.
That
bugged me.
One thing I'm sure you caught on to this. But I just have a feeling like you wouldn't have caught on to this.
What?
So the mirror caused the girl at the beginning, her dad, to hang himself, right?
Yes.
And then it induced Lorraine's labor.
Yes.
And they almost had a stillbirth because her umbilical cord wrapped around her neck.
Yeah.
So the mirror was causing people to hang themselves.
Yeah.
Sure.
Did you catch that? Did you
catch
that the
that,
umbilical cord was?
I did not catch the umbilical cord.
That's a cool way to think about it, though.
Yeah, I guess I did not catch the umbilical cord. No, I did catch obviously the hanging.
Baby caught it. Caught around her neck. Hey, she's fine. Apparently, her and Tony they like continued the family business.
Really?
And then when they were like doing the little monologue at the end where they're like,
who sold it to Matt Rife?
Huh?
Nothing. Go
Matt
on.
Rife.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
They were talking about like, we passed on our knowledge to the future generations or whatever. All I heard was carry on wayward. I was like, it's just supernatural. That's what this is. Like even Tony for the most part was wearing like a jean jacket over his like flannel shirt. And speaking of Tony, one scene that was hilarious to me was when they go to Ed's birthday party. And Judy goes like, oh, what's with the tie? It's not a funeral.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then he gets inside and then her dad's like, oh, hey, buddy, like, what's up? He's like, hey, what's up with the tie? It's not a funeral. And then he goes in the next room and he just goes.
just takes it out.
Yeah, there was a lot of like subtly funny moments in the movie.
Like when he was like, oh, is this like pancakes that like part of the ritual? He's like, no. Sometimes they make waffles.
Yeah, that dead serious pan was pretty good.
Damn.
Yeah.
We need to pause for a moment, but the last thing I'll mention is, did anyone else think how ridiculous it was she was pregnant and touching that mirror?
I thought it was ridiculous how she was pregnant. She was going and doing this investigation.
Yes, exactly.
I thought it was ridiculous that she was pregnant going to do that by herself. Like, Ed is in the other room.
But it was like, I was just like, okay, everything we know, I get they're new at this.
Yeah.
But everything that we all know is just like basic like possession type stuff, which they should know.
Well, because it was all about ghosts before, because they were saying this was their first demon.
Yes.
So like they've never run into anything so powerful.
Okay. But what does like all life crave? What does all death crave is life. And if you have a newborn in your belly, it's like,
it's perfect. It's like the cherry on top.
it's
Dude.
like
that's what I was thinking too.
I was like, that's too on the nose.
You
to
should
be
have
like,
known
'cause I was
this
thinking
by this
immediately
point.
during
yeah.
the birthing scene. I was thinking of Insidious.
Yes.
I was like, oh, like the baby was dead, so now all the demons are gonna want to possess that body.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was a little jacked up in the thought process. I was like, imagine if this was like their first daughter, like their first child
Before Judy.
Yes. I thought
Yeah, that's what I thought
that's what we were gonna
too.
do.
Yeah.
And that's what was gonna be like this thing that I was like, wait, this has been overlooked by the family. I don't think they would do something so messed up.
Yeah.
So then I was like, I'm thinking too much into this, and then they prayed and boom, back to life, and I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah, I was saying spoilers
Okay,
for
yeah.
Fantastic Four, but I was like, they pulled a reverse Franklin Richards.
Yeah, that scene
Yeah,
was
no
hard to
way.
watch.
Yeah.
All right, we gotta pause.
Yeah, we'll pause. We'll be back.
One last thing that kind of bugged me, and again, this is just because it's pre-established in the universe, was that you can't defeat a demon without knowing its name. Never found out the name of that demon.
Dude,
Never
it's 'cause-
referenced.
What if the demon's name was "I don't believe in you" or "You're not real"?
You're not.
See,
you're not
this is
there.
where I go back to the first movie, because the first movie, the main demon had a backstory. It had a name. It had a face. Everything. So, in
Did
this
we even
one,
see this demon's face?
yeah, the wardrobe, Bathsheba.
No, I'm talking about this movie.
Oh yeah, kinda. In the birthing scene, like you see it in the corner, like he's like
Yeah,
crawling.
like you see a silhouette of it. Like I know you see it a few times, but like, do you ever actually see it?
No, I feel like that's the only part. That's the only place that you see him.
So yeah,
Weird.
no, but yeah, all those factors are what.
I just felt like they're like,
Like-
let's give Judy an anime power up, and they're just gonna be able to defeat it off pure power.
See, that was ridiculous, and I mean, I was at this point, like I was kind of over the entire ending part of the movie, but I was kind of impressed by the great effects that the mirror had spinning at like 200 miles per hour.
Oh, you
was
like that
like-
effect?
I thought it looked garbage.
Of course, it looked goofy. It looked goofy. Come on,
Yeah.
it looked
Yeah.
super goofy. But I'm like, that's pretty well
Well,
done. Like I can feel how fast it's going and how heavy it is.
Okay,
I feel like
You
that's
know?
more due to sound design than visuals.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
Two CG effects. One, I'm not sure it's a CG effect, but I'm pretty sure it's a CG effect.
Okay, so all the ghosts, they're not real.
Oh my god!
What?
the,
Go on.
no,
on.
the blood coming from the
The sink. Yeah.
I was like, this looks beautiful, but I cannot
Looks
tell
very
if that's
goopy.
Yeah, I, was like, I don't know if that's real.
No, I thought so
Ed,
too.
Did you spend all of our money on fruit punch again?
Yeah, I thought so too. I was
Yeah.
like, this looks very goopy too.
And then,
Blood.
and then the
Come on, say
how
it.
do I say this? The homunculus version of Annabelle.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, that's funny. Like, what are we?
And I was
what are we
good.
doing?
I was
That
good
reminded
until
me
that
a
scene.
lot of the second movie with the Crooked Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Crooked Man felt like it felt like a child's nightmare brought to life.
Yeah.
Like it felt whimsical, like it was meant to be like off-putting,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
the way it looked. That's why I didn't mind it, and I didn't love it like everybody else did. I was like, that's a
This
cool.
one just looked like Annabelle took some venom from like Batman the animated series and just got all buff.
she was just like.
That was one of my
What are you
biggest complaints
doing
of this
here?
movie
Like-
too, because it's like I always think I'm like, of course,
like-
every Conjuring movie needs to have that unnecessary CGI, over the top scene. Like, have you guys seen Annabelle Comes Home?
Probably.
Yes.
Do you remember the werewolf scene?
Yes.
What the hell? Like, what the hell? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
You know what
and
I
then
was talking
I
about?
felt like
though?
that felt like an episode of Goosebumps.
Is how,
yeah,
is
yeah.
how weird.
exactly, dude.
How weird. Because like Annabelle is basically prominently featured in every Conjuring movie.
Mm-hmm.
She was supposed to be like a throwaway thing to explain like demonic possession in the first movie,
Right.
and people are like, "Oh, they think she's scary."
It
Let's just
became
keep
like
putting
the
her in
Michael Myers
and
of the
putting her
Halloween
in,
franchise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's also what I thought would happen with the Crooked Man. It's like,
Yeah, but they went with the nun instead, and we got Velma, so that's something.
Anyways, yeah, it was a very off-putting scene. I'm like, God damn it. Yeah, they need to go with this over-the-top scene. Whatever, she's imagining it. It's a hallucination, but still, I was like, it kind of threw me away from the reality of the case, which,
Yeah,
but then again, it's like a floating mirror. So it's like,
well, I heard this, and I don't know if it's true or not, but they were basically like, "Oh, like the Warrens actually had nothing to do with this case." They're like, they
well, I
showed
mean, they
up.
didn't show up to like,
They said they showed up uninvited and like said something, and then they just left. But I was like, I don't know how true that is, because they have the mirror in their possession in the Warren Museum.
You know what's funny? That's one of the complaints that people had about this movie, and it might have been my complaint. I just didn't notice it. That really the Warrens didn't really started investigating the case until like an hour and a half, basically.
Yeah, a lot of it was just two separate stories that eventually just turned into one.
Yeah, like
yeah, well, they needed to get them there, so they were like, "This is the story until we get there."
Well, not even that,
like
but the
priest
Warrens
tried to get the movie started early. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I know you're retired, but you want to check this out?" And they're like, "Nah, we're gonna wait another 30 minutes."
Yeah, well, they had to bring the priest there to
the
kill
Warrens
him off
didn't really know about the case until the priest, which was like close to like 45 minutes in, 40
and
minutes
then,
in.
even then, they wouldn't have known about it unless Judy just happened to have the ability to
Exactly,
see in the
exactly,
future.
yeah.
Now imagine if the demon displayed the same level of power that he did with the priest on these people. Like, it'd be game over. Like,
well, one thing that I
what's
thought
her
was
name?
funny. So
Judy.
Yeah, Judy.
Mm-hmm.
like she was such a novice. Like, what?
Yeah.
But basically Tony wants to propose to Judy. It happens by accident. It's kind of a funny scene.
Yeah, it was a cute scene.
But she goes to try on a mirror, and this is one of the trailer scenes where she's in a mirror, mirror room, and the demon like goes after her there. Which same thing, like she's nowhere near this thing, so you're like, oh, this demon can like transcend like time and space or whatever, right? But one thing that I was kind of funny was like there's no way they're still using that dress for the wedding, right? Like there's no way, like you were attacked by a demon while wearing this dress.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, it's like, well, I mean, I guess they already paid for it.
Honestly,
And my wife was like, yeah, like they're already in the alteration portion of it. I was like, I guess.
that's true, because it's like this demon wants Judy, right?
Yeah.
Why now?
Well, see,
Because of the mirror?
I thought because the
But-
mirror went active again, but then I was like, I have no idea
The
what
mirror has-
happened
yeah, no,
after.
Yeah.
The mirror has been active this whole time.
Yeah,
Like, the
but
only difference is that a family owns it now.
I thought they were like, oh, it's feeding off of their fear, and now it's because the demon's becoming strong enough to now project itself towards
So
Judy.
maybe it's
and then we see that
because-
priest scene. I'm like, holy
Okay.
dang!
Okay, I have a theory.
There you go. I'll hear it out because I was just like,
so
what?
obviously the demon kills the daughter from the opening scene,
Right.
and then that mirror got sold in an estate sale, right? And so it probably just was sitting in a warehouse somewhere. They bought it from a swap meet. Once the mirror made contact to the house, it was already had spirits in it, because those 3 ghosts died on that land.
Oh, right.
So
right,
it probably
yeah.
just enhanced its abilities.
Sure, I guess you can.
It's
sure.
it's an explanation. It's something I made up on the spot, but it's an explanation.
I really wanted to see more about like the farmer and his wife. You know, like that's the main.
Well, they
She
were
was a
literally.
whore and he got mad. That's all.
No, but
and mom was there and she
They-
wasn't supposed to be, so she got the X too.
they called the whole like, oh, it's using people.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, okay, they're just call back to the second movie immediately, like, because then you have to re-explain the idea. Because that was one of the biggest reveals of the second movie, was that like, oh, he's not the actual thing that's causing all this,
Right,
And that was so huge. I was like, oh wow, that's pretty cool.
And also how like the ghost, or the demon is actually like cross. Remember that he was like, we were making jokes that he was just crossing borders, like because he was communicating with Judy or the nun, right? The nun was because the nun was the main villain of the second movie.
one, yeah.
Right, and it was going back and forth from like the Enfield Portuguese and then like back at home with the Warrens. But this one is just a faceless demon.
With the mirror.
But anyway, so some fun facts or inconsistencies about the movie.
Ready for it.
Do it.
So during the dress fitting in the mirrored room, it would be impossible not to see somebody coming in when the door opens.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Judy still questions the presence after a while.
She's like, "Are you still there?"
You're still there?
And then
You stabbed me again?
yeah.
You're giggling in a really demonic
That's
manner.
the first thing I thought. You heard the door open shut, and then she's like, "Is that you?" And it's like, "There's a mirror
Yeah,
all
you could
around
literally.
you."
There's no way you can't see unless you're closing your eyes and doing that little.
Yeah.
Like
that
she
little
was
rhyme.
able to see the one version of her, like in the back row, stay standing. You saw that, right?
Yeah.
So she saw that. She can't see the person walking in that room.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
And then this one is just like
Reflected all
what's the
around.
word? Continuity error.
Oh yeah.
So the film takes place in 1986, but the Smurls family's car is a 1988 Pontiac,
Ah.
which
Nice.
didn't go on sale in the U.S. until 1987, so a year after.
Okay.
But it's like, I don't know cars. They had Ed had his car, Tony had his car. I was like, those are nice cars. That's
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
much as I know about cars.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys have any favorite scenes before we wrap up?
I like you said, a lot of the quiet scenes, a lot of the scenes that just had nothing to do with horror were nice. I really liked Tony's story when he was a cop.
Yeah,
I was like, damn, like that is actually like, if I was Ed, I would have been won over after that story.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, you appreciate
the whole
life.
time. I was like, man, 6 months unemployed. I don't know.
No, you know what? Fun fact about me is that I knew I wanted to get married to my wife pretty early on.
It was after a cop,
No, yeah.
It was back when he was on the force.
And I was like, the only reason I'm not proposing to you sooner is because I never want my kids to use that against me. And then when Ed was when Lorraine was talking,
like, oh yeah, like we
and I was like, you screwed up, Ed.
You messed up, Ed.
You should have known better. So that was a really funny scene to me.
Yeah.
One of my bad. Go ahead.
No, all those little scenes, like all those little moments. With,
I think
Lorraine, I loved a lot.
Like played for laugh scenes. I think they were really endearing. So I
Yeah.
liked them a lot.
What were we gonna say?
My favorite moment from the movie was the wedding scene.
Oh really?
The big callbacks. Those were nice.
Oh yeah, that was
those
really
were
cool.
nice.
Did you notice?
I noticed. I noticed the first. Well, obviously the first Conjuring was immediately.
Yeah, I noticed the mom, and then right away I noticed the little girl. Because she was so pale.
Did you recognize
so,
the photographer?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Raymond pointed it out, and I was like, "Oh, that was him."
Yeah, you saw him
the only people that I noticed was the mom from the first movie and her family. The dad from the second movie, I was like, okay, that's from the second movie. They must be the rest of the family, right? And then I noticed James Wan. I was like, oh, that's James Wan.
Yeah, James Wan was in there.
Yeah.
And then it was the little boy from the third movie, all grown up
again.
The kid with the glasses.
I was trying to recognize people, but I was like, I don't.
The third movie was such a like.
I was like, everyone in the wedding looks too different to not be some kind of cameo. Because you said the daughter from the first one or the second one.
The first one.
Yeah, she was so pale. She looked like a Disney princess. I was like, that has to be somebody. Like that's just not a extra. Like she's literally glowing in the background. I was like, and then I see like James Wan, and I see the guy. I was like, that's the camera guy from the first movie. I was like, this is just like everyone from the previous movies. I was like,
the cop from the first movie there too.
Again,
I don't think
a solid nod.
That's how the wedding would have actually gone. It's like, oh hey, like, I know you don't know my daughter, but remember like 10 years ago when we helped your family? You
I know,
come?
yeah.
Remember I made you pancakes that one time.
It was a nice it was a nice closure for like the Warrens story.
It felt very storybook. Felt very like Disney. Like we're gonna have a nice little wrap.
Look, at the same time, this franchise started with the Warrens, and it kind of revolved around them. No matter if it's the Nun, no matter if it's Annabelle, it all revolved around them. Even that shitty movie that tried to tie it with them, Legend of La Llorona.
The Curse of La Llorona?
Whatever that was.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Annabelle Comes Home.
Yeah, no, that was. But point being, for a horror movie, it had a pretty uplifting tone at the end, because I the whole time I was like, oh, this movie's gonna end with like Ed dying of a heart attack at the end. Like I know this is how it's gonna end.
That's how it ends.
But then obviously, and then they had that like the that blog kind of like slideshow and stuff, and I was like, that's nice, that's cool, like I love when movies do that.
You just reminded me of one thing that I was like confused by was like the whole premise of this movie is like, this is where we retired the Warrens, and it's like,
yeah,
hey, we're already retired because Ed's
always,
heart's he's got a little quill heart, little pigeon heart.
Yeah,
can't take anymore.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we don't want to do it, and then their daughter's like, I want you guys to do it, and they're like, well, dang, I guess I'll do it. Now we're out of retirement, back into retirement.
Yeah,
like that's what it felt like. I was like, that's silly.
Like my wife was saying, is like, oh, I was expecting it to be like more because it was like, this is the most devastating case the Warrens have ever encountered. It's like, yeah, they say that every movie.
Yeah.
Everything is like, this is the worst thing that's happened. I was like, that's why it's
the Warrens barely
order.
got out of this case alive. It's like, well, they had 10 movies, so.
Yeah. Now only 4 of them were directly related.
Yeah.
I also really enjoy I didn't like them bullying them in their class, but I was also like, who are you gonna call Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
I was like,
I was telling my friend, I was like, if this movie had the balls, they would play the Ghostbusters theme during the end credits. Which funnily enough, it was in the credits itself. Like it was mentioned that it was performed sometime in the movie, but it wasn't played during the credits. And I think it's only because they sang the short line that they had to put it as a credit.
Oh yeah, in the beginning when they're doing the class.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys like Ghostbusters?
But when
yeah.
they leave the room, they say,
Yeah.
"We're gonna go."
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And they run off. So,
Yeah.
That's it. I got nothing else.
Yeah.
I still stick to my 7 because I think that it was very beautifully shot. I think that there's some scenes that are worth like it's if you like Conjuring, you're gonna like this movie. So
And I stick to
This
my
is a
7.5.
very middle of the road movie for me. It is a Conjuring movie. If you're a fan of that franchise or any sort of similar feel, you're gonna like this movie.
and if you're young and haven't watched horror movies, this probably was really cool to you.
Yeah, like you probably thought this was the best movie ever. But that's it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Feel free to follow us on our social medias. We are at Midnight Mayhem on Instagram as well as on
TikTok.
and
Well, horror podcast number 2 and X.
and
Facebook. No, I'm just kidding. We don't have Facebook.
and
And our offer up page. So make sure you buy.
yeah, we're just gonna start finding things. We're gonna start giving them out.
Well, there's a thing called Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Follow our Patreon. Follow our OnlyFans. Also, there's probably going to be a video about it on our TikTok, but the lament configuration, if you guys want to buy one, feel free to follow our link on our TikTok page if you guys want to buy one for yourself. This is super heavy. I thought it was going to be like a cheap plastic, but this is actually like
It's good material.
solid wood. And
You can't
I
solve it.
don't mess with Devil Worship, so I can't seem to open it. Leo had his eyes rolled back while we were driving here, so he was speaking in tongues.
I got it to open. I'll like there you go. See? It's
Oh
pretty
shoot! It
neat.
nicked your finger.
It did. Oh, it did.
Oh.
No, it's really neat. I mean, if you're a fan of
Hellraiser
Hellraiser
or Hellraiser 2
yeah,
or
it's-
Hellraiser 3 or Hellraiser 2022.
I was rewatching that for funsies, and I was like, I still like this movie.
I didn't.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
yeah.
You love horror.
Anyways, it's a cool little knick-knack.
All right.
Very cool. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We will catch you guys in the next episode. We are out.
Bye. Love you.
Bye.
You always say that. You always say that.